Good morning, student. Today I am going to solve the remaining question of the current electricity. Now, question number 22 and its circuit diagram is shown here. And listen the question 22 carefully. Figure show a potentiometer with a cell of 2 volt and internal resistance 0.40 ohm, maintaining a potential drop across a wire AB. A standard cell which maintain a constant EMF of 1.02 volt for moderate current up to a few milliampere gives a balance point at 67.3 centimeter length. Gives a balance point at 67.3 centimeter length of the wire. To ensure very low current, drawn from the standard cell to flow a very low current drawn from the standard cell, a very high resistance of 600 kilo ohm is put in series. A 600 kilo ohm resistance in series with it, which is shorted close to the balance point, and it will be what? Shorted. This circuit is shorted, which is shorted close to the balance point. The standard cell is then replaced by a cell of unknown EMF. This cell is replaced by the unknown EMF of EMF E. The standard cell is then replaced by a cell of unknown EMF E, and the balance point found similarly turns out to be at 82.3 centimeter length of the wire. And second case, balancing length comes out to be that at 82.3 centimeter, and EMF of first cell, that is what also given, and we have to find E2, that is what E, and question, and we have to find first question, what is the value of E? What is the value of E? Means second cell, EMF of second cell, when it will be replaced by the another cell whose EMF is what? E. So first standard cell whose EMF is 1.02, when it will be used, the balancing length comes out to be that on potentiometer was, that is what? 67.3 centimeter. And when this cell is replaced by another cell whose EMF is E, then balancing length comes out to be that 82.3 centimeter, student. So what is the EMF of the second cell? So we use the formula E1 by E2 is equal to what? L1 by L2. So similarly we use the formula to find the value of E. E1 by E2 equal to what? L1 by L2, and student L1, that is what? 67.3 and L2 82.3 centimeter, and E1 comes out to be that what? E1 value, that is what? 1.20 volt, 1.02 volt, and E2, which is here we find, that is what? E, and student, that is what? 67.3 by 82.3, and putting the value of E, we have to find E, which is equal to what? 1.02 cross multiplication into, that is 82.3 divided by 67.3, and student, it comes out to be that, after solving, it comes out to be that 1.247 volt, and this is the EMF of second cell, equal to 1.247 volts. And student, second question, what purpose does the high resistance of 600 kilo ohm have? So why we use a resistance of 600 kilo ohm in series with a galvanometer? So student, you know that galvanometer is a very sensitive device. For microampere current flowing through a galvanometer, a large scale deflection comes out to be that. So student, the purpose of using this high resistance whose value 600 kilo ohm, which is in series with a galvanometer, is to allow very small current flowing through a galvanometer when the movable contact is far away from the balancing point. And student, if at the balancing condition this circuit is what sorted out, it means what potential at this point and potential at this point, that is what same. So there will be no effect of 600 kilo ohm. So that will be high current will flow through the galvanometer, but this high current will not pass through a galvanometer because at sorting the circuit, and here the pointer jockey which shows the what null point, and there will be no deflection in the galvanometer and there will be no flow of the current. And after sorting of the circuit at the balancing condition, still there will be what balancing condition is obtained at a point J, that is at the same point. So in general we can say that the purpose of this high resistance of 600 kilo ohm is to allow very small current flow through a galvanometer when the movable contact is very far away from the balancing point. And student, second C part, each balance point is affected by this high resistance. So at the condition of balance point, its balance point is affected by this high resistance. So at the condition of balance point, there will be no flow of current through galvanometer. So if there will be no flow of current through a galvanometer, it means what? This 600 kilo ohm resistance will not affect the balancing point because current in the secondary circuit is what? Zero. There will be no flow of current through a secondary circuit and galvanometer shows no deflection, so there will be no effect of this high resistance on the balancing point. And D part, student, is balance point affected by internal resistance of driver cell? Is balance point is affected by internal resistance of driver cell? Student, if this 0.4 ohm resistance is not connected with, suppose that is potentiometer wire, so that will be what? Total potential drop across this potentiometer wire, that is what? 2 volt. If 0.4 ohm resistance is connected, that is what? In series with a potentiometer wire, so current flowing through a potentiometer wire, listen carefully, that is what? R plus R. When current flowing through a potentiometer wire, when 0.4 ohm resistance is connected in series with a resistance R of the potentiometer wire, that is suppose that resistance of potentiometer wire, that is what? R. So what will be happen? If this value is increases the total resistance of the circuit, the current passes through a potentiometer wire, that is what? By increasing the resistance by connecting a small resistance, that is what? 0.4 ohm in the form of internal resistance across in series with a potentiometer wire. So current flow through a potentiometer wire AB what? Decreases. And student, you know that V equal to what? IR. and I, that is what, R equal to rho L by what, A, and this I rho A, that is what, constant, you know that this is potential gradient. So V, that is what, KL, and you know that potential gradient depends upon, that is what, its value, that is what, I rho and A, I rho by A. So potential gradient depends upon what, current. So potential gradient depends upon what, I. If current through a potentiometer wire, that is what, if current through a potentiometer wire, that is what, decreases, potential gradient across the potentiometer wire also decreases. If potential decrease, and we know that V K equal to what, V by L. So that is what, L equal to what, V by K. So internal resistance connected to a potentiometer wire, the current through a potentiometer wire, that is what, decreases, and potential gradient is directly proportional to the current flowing potentiometer wire. So current is decreases, so potential gradient, that is what, also decreases. If potential gradient is decreases, it is what, balancing length will also be increases. So in general we can say that, is balancing point affected by internal resistance of the driver cell? Answer is what, S. Balancing point is affected by internal resistance of driver cell. Another student, would the method work, next point, would the method work if the driver cell of the potentiometer had an EMF of 1 volt instead of 2 volt? So student, the voltage EMF of driver cell, which becomes what, 1 volt instead of what, 2 volt. And student, already you know that if the driver voltage, if the battery voltage of the driver cell is less than the EMF of the cell to be measured, here one EMF of the cell, that is what, 0.102, another EMF of the cell which we have determined, that is 1.247 volt. So if the driver cell whose voltage, that is what, 1 volt instead of 2 volt, and the EMF to be measured, which is what, 1.02 or 1.247 volt. So driver voltage is what, less than the voltage of the EMF, less than the EMF of the cell, which have to be determined, then null point will not be obtained on the potentiometer wire. So would the method work if the driver cell of the potentiometer had an EMF of 1 volt instead of 2 volt? So answer is, that is what, no, the method will not be work, because the driver cell whose voltage is what, less than the EMF of the cell to be measured, so null point will not be obtained on the potentiometer wire. And student, last point, that is what, listen carefully, would the circuit work well? Would the circuit work well for determining an extremely small EMF of few millivolt? It means what? A cell whose EMF is what, in terms of what, millivolt. Would the circuit work well for determining an extremely small EMF of the few millivolt? If not, how will you modify the circuit? So student, first answer is that, would the circuit work well? Answer is what, no. Circuit does not work well, because does not work well for determining an extremely small EMF of very small voltage, millivoltage. In that case, so for determining the EMF of the cell whose value is what, millivolt, in that case balancing point is obtained very close to the what, end A. So this circuit will not work well for determining an extremely small EMF of few millivolt, because at that case balancing point is obtained very close to point A. So if not, how will you modify the circuit? So to get a null point to a larger length of a potentiometer wire for determining the EMF of the cell whose EMF is what? In the range of millivolts. So student, a high resistance wire connected in series with a cell, so that resistance of the potentiometer wire, resistance of the circuit is what? Increases, and current across potentiometer wire, that is what? Decreases. Potential gradient is what? Decreases, and balancing length will what? Increases. So if not, how will you modify the circuit? So to modify the circuit, a high resistance is put in series with a driver cell, so that current across the potentiometer wire is what? Decreases. Potential gradient across a potentiometer wire decreases, and balancing length will obtain at a larger length. In that case, very small EMF of the cell in the range of millivolt are to be determined. Question number 23, student, and their circuit diagram is given here. Figure shows a potentiometer circuit for comparison of two resistances. The balance point with a standard resistors R, which is equal to 10 ohm, is found to be 58.3 centimeter, while that with the unknown resistance X, the balance point is obtained at 68.5 centimeter. Unknown resistances, balance point is obtained at 68.5 centimeter. Determine the value of X, unknown resistance. What might you do if you fail to find a balance point with the given cell of EMF E? What might you do if you fail to find a balance point with the given cell of EMF E? Student, first of all, a driver cell which send the current into the potentiometer wire, and there will be potential drop across potentiometer wire. Now student, this cell whose EMF E, they send the current. Suppose that first resistance R is connected into the circuit. Key is inserted and resistance R is connected into the circuit. And student, suppose this cell, standard cell whose EMF is E, they send the current into the secondary circuit, and the current flowing through them, that is what? That is what I. And when jockey, in first case, when jockey is touched on a potentiometer wire, and suppose that null point is obtained at a point J, it means what? This cell, the standard resistance of 10 ohm connected, this cell send a current to this standard resistors, and current is flowing in this resistor in this manner. When jockey is touched on the potentiometer wire, there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. Student, it means what? This circuit is connected in what? In parallel manner. That is what? This circuit is connected in what? In parallel. It means what? Terminal potential difference across R. This cell send a current into the resistance R, and when balancing length comes out to be that, it means what? Potential at this point will equal to potential at this point, and potential at this point, and potential at what? This point. And suppose that student, this potential drop, that is what? V, and if K is the potential, and student, if K is the potential gradient across the potentiometer wire, so in first case, when standard resistance R is inserted into the circuit by inserting the key. Current flow through this cell into the standard resistance in this manner, and when null point is obtained, it means what? Potential at this point and potential at this point and potential at this point, potential at this point will remain what? Same. So potential drop across R, which is equal to potential difference or potential drop across AJ. And student, first case, when key is inserted across R, so we get what? Potential drop across, that is what? IR, and potential drop across AC, that is what? V, and V, that is what? KL1, you know that. And this is the first equation. In similar way, if the key is inserted into the unknown resistance X and same current is what? Pass through them. Here student, in the second case, current is what? Passing through them, that is what? In this case, and when null point is obtained, suppose that L2 distance from end A, so there will be what? Terminal potential difference. It means what? Terminal potential difference across this resistance, which is equal to what? Potential drop across the potentiometer wire in new location, that is at L2 position. So for resistance X, when X is inserted into the circuit, so potential drop across terminal potential difference, which is equal to what? Potential difference across A and J point, and this point, suppose that is what? L2 position. So in the same way, potential drop across resistance, unknown resistance X, Ix, which is what? KL2, and student, that is what? This is equation 2. Divide it. Equation 1 divided by equation 2, and it comes out to be that what? R by X, that is what? L1 by L2, and L1, that is what? L1, that is what? 58.3, and L2, that is what? 68.5, and student, R, that is what? Which is given 10 ohm. X we have to find out, and L1, that is what? 58.3, that is what? 68.5. Cross multiplication 68.3 into 10 by 58.3. After solving this, student, it comes out to be that 11.75 ohm. This is the unknown resistance. So first of all, this resistance is inserted into the circuit. Potential drop across R, which is equal to potential drop across potentiometer wire, which comes out to be IR, which is KL1. And next, insert the resistance X into the circuit. Again, terminal potential difference across X, which is equal to potential drop across potentiometer wire, again L2 position. So Ix is equal to KL2 R by X, and solve with this, X comes out to be that what? 11.75 ohm. And student, theoretical question: what might you do if you fail to find a balance point with the given cell of EMF E? It means what? It means the balance point is not obtained. The balance point is not obtained with the given cell of EMF E. It means potential drop across R or potential drop across X is greater than the potential drop across the potentiometer wire AB. To get the balancing point on the potentiometer wire, it means to reduce the current across R and X, and student, to reduce the current across R and X, it means what? Potential drop across R and X is what? Reduces. So for reducing the current across R and X, we put a resistance, put a resistor in series with R and series with what? X. Or by using, or another way, by using a cell of smaller EMF, then we can find the balance point on the potentiometer wire. Another way to get a null point on the potentiometer wire, student, by increasing the voltage of the driver cell. Question number 24, student. Its diagram is given here. Question, listen. Figure shows a 2-volt potentiometer used for the determination of internal resistance of a 1.5 volt cell. The balance point of the cell in open circuit is 76.3 centimeter. So when the circuit is open, balance point is obtained at 76.3 centimeter. So L1 comes out to be that 76.3 centimeter. Now when a resistor of 9.5 ohm is used in the external circuit of the cell, 9.5 ohm resistance is used in the external circuit of the cell, the balance point shift to 64.8 centimeter length of the potentiometer wire. And when external resistance is connected, balance point is shifted to 64.8 centimeter. So L2, that is what? 64.8 centimeter, and external resistance R equal to 9.5 ohm. Determine the internal resistance of the cell. So student, this is formula based question, and we have to find the what? Internal resistance of cell. And student, you know that internal resistance of cell, compare the internal resistance of cell using potentiometer. You know the formula, small r equal to capital R, L1 by L2 minus what? 1. And putting the value of this 9.5 external resistance, L1, that is what? 76.3 by 64.8 minus 1. So student, 9.5 into 76.3 minus 64.8 by 64.8. So it comes out to be that 9.5 into, it comes out to be that what? 11.5, 64.8. This value comes out to be the student, that is, it comes out to be that 1.68 ohm, and this is the actual answer for internal resistance of the cell.